Here's a brief profile of the avocado variety called Fuerte. These three are Fuerte, and for comparison's sake, here's a Pinkerton and a Hass, and this is a Reed. The harvest seasons of these varieties do overlap, but I just put Reed in there to compare the shape and size. It's definitely not harvested at the same time as these ones. Fuerte is generally winter into spring, and so is Pinkerton. Hass is a little bit later, more like late winter, early spring into summer. As you can see, the Fuerte fruit is green, even when it's ripe. This Fuerte is ripe. These ones are not. These two Fuertes are actually from a different tree than this one. And in general, Fuerte is a little bit bigger on average than Hass. But this is a fairly small Fuerte, but this is the one that's ripe, so let's cut it open. What you notice first is a couple things. One, that the skin is pretty thin, especially compared to, say, a Reed, but even compared to Hass. And then another thing you might notice is that the seed is relatively big. This one is particularly big, actually. All Fuerte seeds are not this big, but they do average bigger than a Hass and definitely bigger than a Pinkerton seed in proportion to its flesh. And they're also a little bit pointy. But who cares? Because they're an amazing tasting avocado. You can spoon them out, or they do peel as well. And the imperfections in terms of, say, seed size or whatever else is quickly forgotten once you taste a piece of Fuerte. There's really nothing like it. Hass is delicious. Reed is delicious. Pinkerton is delicious. Fuerte, though, it surpasses them all for me. There's just a distinctive nutty flavor about Fuerte that is unique, and it's my favorite flavor of all avocados. And so if you can get your hands on some fruit, good luck if you don't have a tree, but you can find them in farmers markets sometimes. Get some. You won't be disappointed. It's mid-February now, which is about when Fuertes are just starting to taste at their peak. And they will hang well into and through spring, so you should be able to find it maybe until May or so, maybe longer, depending where you're at. I'm in San Diego County. Yeah, that's your profile of the Fuerte.